we've got 20 of the 24 teams, not everybody, but maybe some final thoughts, Craig, on what we've seen today.
Well, you know, all smiles for Group F, obviously Germany, France and Portugal, but they'll ultimately probably all get through. Italy and Belgium, I think, will be happy with what they've got, as will the Netherlands. England, maybe not quite so much in terms of who's in their group. And Spain will be particularly happy. I think we're going to have a great tournament. Right? Ultimately, the shake-up will come down when it gets to the knockout. I think the group stages will pretty much take care of themselves. There might be a couple of anomalies. But I think once it gets to the knockout stages, this is where this tournament is going to become really exciting.
As negative as we were at the beginning of the show, that was about the draw and how they set up the draw. It has nothing to do with the tournament. I'm extremely interested to see how the tournament plays out with all the host teams and how those have all of a sudden now in a group stage of a major tournament, other teams are playing away games, and how does that play an impact on that? I also think we have to reiterate the last time, and it was the first time, the European Championships were at 24 teams. A third-place team won the tournament. I keep an eye on that Group F. Whoever that third-place team may have an easier road in getting through stuff and may have a home game. But I think this tournament, from the draw, is set up better than it was in 2016.
I think the intrigue, I mean, for me, I'm looking at the managers. You know, Roberto Martinez must be under severe pressure to try and get this golden generation finally over the line. He's got the experience in management. He has the players. There's no excuse for them not to do it. You would think Didier Deschamps, having a World Cup in the bank, would have money in the bank with the French public, but he doesn't. That's how much pressure the French put on their team. They are the favourites and they will need to perform. And then you look at the likes of Germany, who we talked about in the show, Jogi Löw, the coach, cannot get over another debacle and keep his job. So there's lots of these big coaches coming in with a huge pressure on their shoulders for different reasons. But ultimately, we'll be looking at one of these big guys winning it. There might be one or two storylines along the way, but it'll be one of the big nations that takes this tournament.
And maybe the last time in a major tournament we see Cristiano Ronaldo playing at a higher level, because I'd be shocked if he's at the level that he's at in 2016 in the next World Cup.
But he goes.
It's intriguing. It does.
If he's fit in 2022,
absolutely,
and Ronaldo says, I'm fit,
he goes.
Then as we know, he's fit. If he says he's fit, he's fit.
And he's fit. I'm fit and I'm in the squad.
Yep.
But, you know, Mother Nature takes its toll and he is picking up more injuries. The very fact that he's still going to major tournaments with Portugal and the fact he's got over 160 caps for his country is testament to a guy who, through thick and thin, turns up and good and bad, and tries to perform for his country. And you've got to doff your cap for a player like that.
34 years old, and he was literally one of the guys that got him into this tournament with some great efforts late in qualifying. Here's the key dates before we get out of here again. March 26th through the 31st will be the playoffs, where the 16 teams that are still alive for those four final spots will be decided. Yes, Scotland is among them. The tournament starts on June 12th in Rome. Group stage runs June 12th through the 24th before we get to the knockout round. Of course, the semifinals and finals will all be played at London's Wembley Stadium.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.